Hi everyone, welcome back. As you and your students are working inside of your OneNote Class Notebook, whether you're working on it inside of a class team or whether you've opened it in the web browser in the OneNote app, you and your students will have access to a variety of accessibility tools and features, from dictation to the powerful Immersive Reader. Let's take a look at these two tools. So first off, as a student, I'm going to go into an untitled page and simply show you the Dictation Tool. So in the home menu, you will find Dictation. Here, it's a microphone symbol, and there's a drop down next to that microphone symbol because you can actually change the language preference. But I'm going to be speaking in English, so I'll just set it to English. And now I can go ahead and click on the microphone icon again. We'll give that a minute. There we go. And I can start dictating my notes and ideas as I'm brainstorming or completing work inside of OneNote Class Notebook. Now let's take a look at Immersive Reader in action. So I'm going to open the navigation and I'm going to select a page with notes embedded on it. And I want you to notice that these notes have been embedded as a PDF, but I can still use Immersive Reader to help me review, read, and comprehend the information provided. So to access Immersive Reader, I'm simply going to come up to View in the menu bar and select Immersive Reader. Now I want you to notice what happens to the text. When we open Immersive Reader, the text from the slides gets pulled into a clean page with no visual distractions. Now I could simply use Immersive Reader to have this text read aloud to me by coming down to the bottom and pressing the play button.
The French in North America, Chapter 2, Unit 1, Pre-Confederation.
I can change the voice settings by clicking on the speaker with the settings icon. I can slow down the voice speed or speed it up, and I can change the voice from female to male. But I want you to notice that there are more options for our students to support reading and comprehension. For instance, if I come up to the Text Preferences menu here at the top, I can increase the size of the text. Right now, spacing is on, so that means that there's increased space not only between each word, but between each character within a word. And I can change the font. Now, by default, it's typically set at Calibri, but because I've used Immersive Reader before, it remembers my settings. And so one of the reasons why I often suggest Comic Sans for our emerging readers or our ELL students or students struggling with reading is because Comic Sans is the closest font to how we teach our students to write. Now notice that for students who struggle with reading black font on a white background, students also have access to turn on high contrast themes, such as a dark theme, a green theme, a blue theme, and if they click on more colors, they can actually choose from a wide variety of colors. Let's go ahead and change it back to the light theme. Now, in addition to text preferences, we also see grammar options. Grammar options, again, can help our emerging readers. Notice that we can break words into syllables. We can also turn on parts of speech. This allows us to color code words according to whether they are nouns, verbs, adjectives, or adverbs. And I can even turn on show labels. Next, if we head over to reading preferences, I want you to notice that we can turn on line focus. Let's just close the reading preferences menu for a moment. With line focus turned on, I can manually scroll line by line, or if I press play,
Inquiry question: what kind of society did the French colonists create in their North American colony?
Notice that the line focus follows the text as it's read aloud. Let's go back to the Reading Preferences menu and turn off line focus. Now I want you to notice that there is by default a picture dictionary built into Immersive Reader, and it's turned on. Now, not all terms have pictures, but many do, and Microsoft is frequently improving the picture dictionary. Let's go back to Reading Preferences. The final feature inside Reading Preferences that benefits many of our students, especially our ELL students, is the Translate feature. Notice that they can have this text translated into over 70 different languages. Let's go ahead and translate this into Spanish, Mexico. Now, I could set it by word, or I could translate the entire document. We'll give that a moment. It's quite a large document. Once it has finished translating, I could go ahead and click on a word. I can hear it in English, or I can press play.
Norteamericana ofrecía un suministro fresco y abundante.
And as you can see, when I press play, it's read aloud in that language, so in Spanish, with a Spanish accent. Now, nothing has happened to the original document. In fact, if I click on original, it will actually take me back to the English version of the notes. And to exit Immersive Reader, I'm simply going to click on the back arrow to return to my page inside of my OneNote Class Notebook.